I love you, have mercy. Deep from your wounded heart, pour out your grace and mercy.
I followed my interests, which were science. I was a biology major and loved that. I found God in science. I went on a spring break trip my freshman year in college to Ecuador. A very poor area, and I did a week of service and realized while I was there that I had a lot. You can either come back and feel guilty that you have all of this, or you can say, but I didn't choose this either, so what am I going to do with that? The Sisters of Mercy of Alma study to a high degree in order to be of service. They sent me to medical school at George Washington University. I went and did my internal medicine residency at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. I can't separate my life as a physician and my life as a sister because I am one composite being. I am one person. Because our beliefs in the dignity of the human person, there are certain things in mainstream medicine that we don't agree with because we feel like they don't support that dignity. There are a lot of things, particularly in medicine at the end of life, the suffering is very often enhanced by their fear, family turmoil, and everything that comes with that. And medicine doesn't have an answer for them. I can make them comfortable, but I can't usually take away the pain, which is their sorrow, and that's usually where faith comes in for people. And then sometimes we are their family at the end of life. You realize it's been a lifetime journey. You don't realize that in the early part of your life, that God's forming you, but I can see it now, kind of how He'd been preparing me really my whole life for what I'm doing now.
Forever will I sing the mercy, mercy, the mercies of the Lord. Mercy, mercy, forever will I sing the mercy, mercy, the mercies of the Lord.
I am the Executive Director, Medical Director, and Chief Practitioner for the St. Mary's Legacy Clinic. I'm a family physician by training, and I trained in the Navy before I was a sister. I went to Notre Dame for undergraduate, Tulane for medical school on a Navy scholarship, and then was in the Navy for a little over 7 years, almost 7.5 years. Did 2 shipboard tours as a Navy doc, and then also got my family medicine residency while I was in the Navy. And then after that, I was in private practice for a little over 6 years. Basically, I did everything what I wanted to do, and then I got around to asking God what He wanted, and that's how I became a Sister of Mercy, as I said, over 9 years ago. The St. Mary's Legacy Clinic was started by the Diocese of Knoxville almost 5 years ago now to be a family practice doctor's office on wheels. We are a mobile clinic. We're based out of Knoxville, but we serve communities outside of Knoxville. We primarily serve adults 19 to 64 who have no insurance, although as a family physician I can see children if they don't have insurance for some reason. More than 75% earn less than 100% of the federal poverty level, which is about $12,000 a year for a single person. So they're very poor, and there's no way they could pay for care on their own. So that's who we serve. And really, it comes out of our faith, in Jesus Christ, that, He said, whatever you do for the least of my brothers and sisters, you do for me. So this really is our outreach to, find Him in the least. And, our patients often truly are some of the least. So that's the kind of service that we aim to provide.